court. If you know, you know.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They met here on the opening Thursday of 2015, and they're at it again here. The Steelers and Pats are underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Well, no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll go again with Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell, and he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Shelton breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gives it to Brown, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Now he's forced out right. He's going deep for Brown. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now Bell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England 1st down.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hogan. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Ron Gronkowski, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Smith-Schuster now to return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Well, for the Pittsburgh Steelers, as they come back out here on offense, certainly the big question, everyone's worried. You know, a lot of people expected Le'Veon Bell to be in the fold come Labor Day, but September 3rd came and went, Charles. No Le'Veon Bell.
And you know that they would still love to get him back, and when they do, they'll get him integrated into the offense, so they're not too worried about that. They're going to score points. But that meant that James Conner got a lot of work during the preseason. I got to see him in one preseason game against Tennessee. Not only did he carry it well, he caught it well out of the backfield. So they like what they've got in James Conner. But let's be honest about it. They'd love to get back Le'Veon Bell.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, partner, the last couple weeks I've been asking you about the favorites in each division. We talked about Super Bowl predictions and all that. But what about a team from each side that might surprise us a little bit this year?
Well, the one I'm going to start with in the AFC shouldn't be a surprise when you look at who they have returning from Indy.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Let's take a peek at the Patriots' schedule before they go again here on offense, Charles. They start off, of course, with that home tilt with the Texans, then 2 on the road at Jacksonville, Detroit, and then back home for the Dolphins. Those first 2 weeks are tough.
They really are, and what I like about them, though, is there's Tom Brady. He is the present. The best maybe that's ever played the game if you ask a lot of people. But here comes Deshaun Watson from the Texans to challenge him. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then they go to Jacksonville, the team that they had to beat last year in the AFC Championship game, in a really tight one. Jacksonville looking for revenge. I can't wait to watch those two.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Brady again. Escaping the pressure right. Going to air it up. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He was looking for Gronk that time. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And some room. Cordero Patterson. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cordero Patterson, 101 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. So special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
Again, it's Bell. Oh, able to avoid him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Man open left side is Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be wrapped up around the push down. Dante Hightower not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Snickers, you gotta spin.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start the ball with a give to White. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Like 20! Like 20!
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And right side caught Hogan. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Brady now on 1st down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Like 20! Like 20!
They'll run with White, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go out. No, 66.
Now White. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
We got three, fellas. Like 20, you 20, right.
To throw on 2nd down. Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On the toss, here's White. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
72.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. And being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.